Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to Life with Lisa. This afternoon, I'm going to be making my little grandson some homemade applesauce. I'm going to start out by peeling these Granny Smith apples, and I also have some Honey Crisp apples that I had left over. So I'm going to start out by just peeling these and slicing them up. Okay, so the apples have been washed and shredded up thin, little pieces, and now they are on to cook on about 4 with just a little bit of water in them, and we'll just watch them, and when they start getting soft, I'll kind of mush them up, and I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. Okay, while my apples are still cooking, I have placed 8 jars, little half-pint jars, clean, inside the oven on a glass baking plate. And I'm going to turn my oven on to 215. And what this is going to do is heat up and get my jars nice and hot so that when I get the apples spooned in, they will be ready to put the lids on. I'm also going to get a boiler out and put my, it's smoking up, put my lids inside the boiler with some water so that they can heat up, and because you want your lids and your jars hot. Alright, I have my lids in some water on the stove. I haven't turned it on yet. The apples are really getting cooking, and I'm probably going to get the mixer and completely just smush them up good. And I also have over here on the bar, I have my jar lids, getting everything ready so that when we put it together, we can get it going quick. Okay, next I have my water bath canner. Got water in it. All the water you need is just enough that will cover the top of the jars. Probably give about an inch over the jars. That's all it takes. So I'm going to cover this up, turn the fire on so it can kind of start to get hot. And I'm fixing to get my mixer out and cream these apples. I'm going to continue to beat this until it gets the creamy consistency that I want, and then we'll get ready to start putting them in the jars. Okay, I am spooning the hot applesauce into the jars. I've already done a couple, and I've got my little funnel device here. Makes it easy. Now this applesauce has no sugar, no cinnamon, nothing. It has nothing but apples and water because, like I said, I am making it for my little grandson, and they do not want him having sugar and additives at this point. And so this is just Mother Nature applesauce. So I will continue to get this spooned in, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, I have got all the jars filled. I've wiped off around the tops with a clean dishcloth. This is very important because you don't want any debris, filling, anything to keep your seal from setting good on the lid. So now my lids are boiling. I'm going to take these out. These little magnetized things are very helpful. And I'm just going to set it on there. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. And I'm going to tighten this up. Make sure it gets pretty tight. And then I'm going to continue on with do all the jars the same way. Okay, I am putting my last half-pint jar into my water bath. As you can see, it's getting hot and steamy. And we're going to cover it up. And I've got my temperature on about 7. And we're going to process this for, it says 20 minutes for pints or quarts. Well, these are half pints. So just to be on air to caution, I'm just going to do them for like 15 minutes. But we do not start our timing until this inside here gets to a rolling boil. Okay, so once this starts boiling, then I'm going to put my timer on for 15 minutes. Okay. Alright, as you can see, we have a rolling boil, so I'm going to start the timer. 15 minutes. We'll check back then. Alright guys, the timer has gone off, so I'm going to turn that off and try to pull this off the fire. And it's going to be super hot. Really should let it sit for a few minutes before you open it, but I want to go ahead and show you guys. Okay. Alright, and there's our finished product. Alrighty. And we'll take them all out. Okay, there is all of my 8 half-pint jars. And they'll be sealing in a little bit. They'll be pop, pop, pop. And that means they're sealed. And there you go. My baby's got applesauce. Thank you guys for watching. And subscribe and like. See you next time. Bye.